Hi everyone in the ARK world, and welcome to the centre. So I thought I'd do a quick video because I often get asked to do a video after the pictures. So two quick things before I show the actual build is the mods that I'm using. Go to active mods. So you take a screenshot now. Those are the mods with the ID numbers. So a couple of seconds to take a screenshot, and we'll go back to the normal menu. One of the best mods, I believe, is one I'm just used to show you that, which is admin menu. So for PS5, you hold down square, it brings up these little options here. But your main admin panel, what I love about it is it actually separates all of the different mods and structures. So there's the mods you just saw. There's your normal vanilla structures. And rather than me go through what each mod does on that screen, if you download those mods, then you can actually just go into every single one of them individually and just take a little look. As you can see, that one is it would take too long to go through each individual item and what mod it belongs to. So these are just tiny little examples. Second of all, obviously I'm using mods, so if you're not a big fan of mods, then you won't like this video. Third of all, it's a private server. I do not know what mods work on official. I often play single player to practice building, and then I'll build something on my server. It's not intended for any defense purposes. It's literally just a showcase of a modern home. Technically still unfinished, but we'll take a little spin round. I'm not too sure about the colours I've done. You can see there's bits and pieces I haven't closed off just yet. In fact, we'll take the hub off. So that's the outside and the A-frame. Not fully finished just yet. Up here, I kind of saw this in someone else's build. It's just like a little seating area, and then you just fill it with plants around the outside. But I've only just really added that bit recently. So the bit's not finished, obviously the outside. You've got this big room here. Now, what I am going to do is, rather than just spawn the boss heads, I'm going to defeat some bosses, and that's what's going to be in this room. Just a little artifact and boss display. I'll do that all manually. And then the last bit is just in here, which is meant to be a vehicle of some sort. So this is my garage. So without further ado, let's take a look. Ooh. So this is the main foyer. I've put alarm codes everywhere. I call them alarm codes or keypad codes for the little lights, just in case it gets dark. I won't turn them on. The only thing I don't like about them is no matter how much I turn the brightness down, these surfaces on these structures really shine, kind of like metal. That's the main foyer. The staircase design, technically originally from a guy called Timmy Carbine on YouTube. He has it in one of his builds. I don't think it's identical, but very similar. That obviously leads out to garage, and I've got 2 underground rooms. So the first room is the indoor swimming pool, and the second door leads to the gaming room. The poker one is really the only one you can actually play. The rest of them are just literally just for props and display purposes. Nothing's incredibly neat and tidy, as you can see. Not exactly lined up properly, but kind of really difficult to line everything up, if I can be quite honest. And this is a laser skin, which you wouldn't have seen in a mod list. Of course, you come out and you're back here. So we'll start off downstairs and we'll work our way back out here, and then we'll go upstairs. So the first room is a chibi display room with an indoor garden. So it's basically exactly what I just said. It's got all of the chibis. It's wrapped around the outside, and then space for any future ones at the end there, about 3 or 4. And then just a little indoor garden. And someone asked me how I created this. I think they called it a tank. It is literally just marking off a big square with clear glass walls. There is a mod for grass, which I believe is Modern Home, and the same Modern Home mod does water, or you could use wild water, and then you just decorate the space inside as much as you want. You don't even have to close it off. You can literally just have it in the middle. I always found wrapping the glass around the outside looks pretty decent. Then we just got a tiny little seating area. Nice big view. And there's the Modern Home smithy. So this door also leads down to the indoor swimming pool. And the next room is the food storage area. Nothing special. And a kitchen. Comes complete with tiny little props. A working oven, which you can cook your recipes in. And again, not completely clean. And a little alcohol bit for the winos. And one thing I like to do when building is, rather than just always using walls, is pillars and walls clipped in together. And how you get the pillars so close together is by literally using a quarter wall. And I have not got one in my inventory to do a quick demonstration, but you can see it there. You place your normal pillars, so it would be this one and this one. Stick a quarter wall to the left or the right, it doesn't matter, and then snap your pillars in. And that's how you get them close together. And I leave 2 little doorways, and no need for doors. So there's one that side, perfectly lined up, and one this side, which leads to the living room. Again, nice little props just scattered around. Little dining room table. Pool table with pretty much all of the islands on ARK in map form. some floating plant pots. I don't know why they're floating, but I guess it doesn't matter. And I was trying to do something different with the fireplace. I guess it worked out. And that's your dining room. And then you also go through. That's the unfinished room. The only purpose it has is leading up to the balcony. It takes you through to the living room. So we've got a little book area to sit down and read of a book with the map table. Use the pillar technique again, as spoken about, to separate. Kind of copied the fireplace. And then rather than using the shelving provided in the mods, I tend to try and make my own. Now they're glitching a little bit, and that's unfortunately what happens when you have two pillars close together. There's your living room, and that also leads upstairs. So we go back to the front. We take a trip up the stairs. We go to the trophy head display room and gecko enclosure. Now they should move around because they're set. I'm wondering, but I don't know what it is. They don't often move. It must be something to do with the game, and there is one missing. So it's either died or glitched through somewhere. I do have automated ARK, which is another mod. The tech trough automatically feeds any animal in range. Oh, there you go, one of them's moved. That's cool. And then it was just a case of using all the statues, which is a mod. And then as many trophy heads as I could get on the wall. These do not snap into place. It's literally, I had to manually try and line them up as perfect as I could. Which was a ball ache. And then with this one, I will put a few trees in there, but I kind of wanted the dinosaurs fighting, which is what I've previously done in the build before. Of course, that leads to the living room we just saw earlier. And as you come out here, you've got your bathroom, and then bedroom. And then I don't know what to call that top bit. Bathrooms I'm not too good at, so if there's anyone decent at, building bathrooms, give me a shout. But this is my attempt. It's not too bad, just very basic. And a large open bit in the middle, which I might stick some pillars just to break it up. And then to the bedroom, which is probably one of the better rooms that I've done. But I guess that is just solely my opinion, but it's probably one of my favourite bedrooms. I always try and go for the brick wall, because I just think it makes everything stand out. I think this fireplace is awesome. And the best thing is it doesn't need any fuel. You've got a nice little frame to sit on. TV, couple of pictures. the bed with the maps and a sort of poster, 4-poster bed style wrapped around, and then just a little seating area. And some of the decorations do move, which is quite cool. And then just finish it off with some wardrobes. So probably my favourite room, and the favourite one I've ever put together. And then we go up to the, I don't know what this is, upper balcony, I guess. You start off with a little seating area, the actual balcony. This is the wild water skin mod. Now I may change it to turn it into a giant fireplace. I just thought that looked quite good at the time, running along there. I'm not too sure. Another little note about Timmy Carbine on YouTube is he's done this in this build, which is a tree poking through one floor up until the next floor. So that tree actually starts underground. Only by a little bit. I had to put some quarter walls and a foundation down just to get it the perfect height. So it didn't go through the ceiling. You can see how close it is. Didn't branch over too much, and created the hole in the floor. It's kind of a cool look. I should have a sofa either side of it, but it doesn't matter. And then you got the bar. Now the actual bar mod I don't particularly like because it's too closed off. So then what I did was just made this wrap around. Took a lot of lining up. You can see it's not perfect, like most of the stuff. That does the job. You can stick a little door on there. I just kind of wish this had loads of props. Looks pretty decent. You go outside, and I kept this really simple. I may add a few more things to it, but it's just a tiny little seating area. Again, that doesn't need any fuel. And a swimming pool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, is the build. The roof, I just made stuff up. This served absolutely no purpose whatsoever, other than just the visual effect. And there you have it. There is no tutorial, which is a question I got asked. Reason being is not because I'm selfish and I want to be the only person who's able to build and decorate in that way. It's mainly down to the length of time that it takes me to do it. And I'm not a professional person. As you can probably tell by this video, there would be absolutely no way I could cram this into anything less than a week. It took me, I'd say, 2 days just to do the A-frame, lining it all up. And then the inside, decorating, maybe 5 to 6 weeks. Which sounds a lot. But obviously I was trying to get everything perfect. And you can see I haven't, because that table's meant to be lined up with this bit here, and the chairs either side. So there'd be no way I could do a tutorial. Possibly I could do a very quick one of the A-frame, but there's no way I'd be able to do anything around decorating. And that's it from me, so I hope you enjoyed the video and the information given, and I'll catch you in my next build.